exercise him, you know. See? We not going on laundromat sometime and put them clothes in our washer. See? We make him stoop down on a thing, grab a bucket, old fashioned style. See? Wash some clothes in one bucket. See? Because we are training him for the real world, you know. Because the world is real out there. See? So, I tell you, say yesterday him wash them, yeah, and him not do a good job. So I make him do them over again. See? Yeah. Because I rinse him yesterday and him not rinse out the soap out of them good. So when he hang them up on the line, I say the whole of white in them. I just give him a couple shots to wash. Because I train him and to pressure the thing. You see what I say? So we say, yeah, go on now.
Boy, you water? Yes.
Alright, big up the people them. Big up the people them now.
Are they?
Look up, man. Take a break. Look here. Big up the people them.
Million says you are here. Are they press? What the hell? Why what? Boy, I can wash. I wash clothes and thing. Are they? I beg you not show. Are they?
Yeah.
That's how you do it. Why don't you? Why don't you want to?
Correct, that's it. I look blessed. I say, I mean, we have to be careful, you know. We have to really be careful of the information that we get about generically engineered food, otherwise called GMO. Okay? No, they are contradicting. Yeah, they are so contradicting, because when you ask the question, like you ask the question, is generically modified fruits bad for you? The answer that they give you is that GMO foods are carefully studied before they are sold to the public to ensure they are safe as to the foods we currently eat. These studies show that GMOs does not affect you differently from non-GMO foods. Now, they ask again, do GMO affect your health? The answer they give you, GMO foods are as healthful and safe to eat as their non-GMO counterparts, right? Now you go back and ask another question. You ask them, what are the dangers of genetically modified foods? Now they come back and give you this answer. The biggest threat caused by GM food is that they can have harmful effects on the human body. That sounds contradicting, ain't it? It is believed that consumption of these generically engineered food can cause the development of diseases which are immune to antibiotics. Now tell me if that is safe. That sounds safe to you? Does that sound safe? No, it doesn't. Okay? Because it says it can cause diseases which are immune to antibiotics. That means the disease that these foods can cause, antibiotics can't cure it. Antibiotics can't do nothing to help you. So that's not safe. We could just stick to the food that we know. Stick to the food them that nature provided naturally, in that way we're born, come see them a grow so. You understand what I say? Don't get me wrong, you know. You know, I mean, fruits crossbreed, yeah, food crossbreed, you know, but we have to be careful. We have to be careful of how deep and how far we go with these things. Me hear them have one grape with them called cotton candy grape, where I want my subscriber put it to my attention, and I did some research on it and realized that this grape has been crossbred with so many different types of grape to create this cotton candy taste that actually tastes like cotton candy. You know, no, I mean, I don't want to eat them something there, brother. You know, I don't want to eat them something there, brethren. Let's just let nature take its course. You understand? And stop trying to alter nature. You know, when we go in and try to alter nature, that's when we go wrong. That's when we cause problem. You understand? That's when we open what them call Pandora's box. Yeah? And when you open Pandora's box, you know what's the effect, what's the problem become. You know? Nothing sweet, nothing pleasant. You see what I say? Let's just leave the food that we consume to make it grow in its natural form. You understand what I say? Yeah. Right now they come up with all type of excuses, you know. Them tell you say population growth. They use that as one of the main excuses about the growth in population. Is one of the reasons why they have to start generically engineered certain foods to grow faster, to grow in mass productions, and all them something there. And I think those are just justifications, you know, and arguments to give to the public to please our hearers in doing their evil deeds. You see what I say? Working experiments on food that you're consuming. Blessed morning, people. You know, I'm here this morning, you know, just I have to start with a giggle because this is almost amusing, you know. I'm here this morning, it's sad, this is a sad situation, you know, brethren. I'm here this morning because I have read an article that was written by people who they probably assumed have morals and ethics. I've written this article and published it, and the article is saying that men, listen carefully, men who transitioned to a woman, right? Let me repeat it, let me get it right. They're telling you that breast milk produced from a man who has transitioned to a woman, right, is as good as the milk from a genetic woman for babies. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Let me break it down to the eye there. So this is what they're telling us, telling people that a person who has transitioned from a male to a female, that person, that man, can now produce breast milk to feed a baby that is as nutritious as the breast milk from a real woman. Now, can you believe that assumption? Because it's an assumption. Because there's no way possible you can convince me that this statement is factual. That is 100% factual. There's no way. You're gonna try to justify, you're gonna try to go around the system to please your people who live that type of lifestyle. They say, yes, it is as nutritious. It's wrong. Totally wrong, my people. Totally wrong. So what they're telling us that is that the milk produced by a transgender after taking a combination of drugs and hormones, seeing, is comparable to the milk produced by a mother, yeah, to breastfeed a child after giving birth. No, I'm not going to buy that. I will never buy that. See, that is totally unethical in my opinion. In my opinion, that is absolutely unethical. that should never be in existence, that should never even come on the table. You see me forward from? We're not going too far now, man. We're not going too far. Too far. In a real life. There's a drug called domperidone, spelled D-O-M-P-E-R-I-D-O-N-E. Now that drug is a drug that has been given to a woman, a genetic woman who have had problem in producing milk for their babies. Okay? Now those drugs, along with other type of drug, is what they pumped in a transgender woman to make them produce milk. Because this is what they're saying. They're saying that every male, every man have a gland, a milk producing gland that is dormant. Okay? Now what this drug does is make these glands active. So when you give this transgender woman this type of drug, it makes that so-called dormant gland active and can produce milk. Right? No. The messed up part of it is that study has also been shown that these same type of drugs that you give to produce milk can create heart problem for an infant. You get where I come from? So it's like playing Russian roulette with a child's life. First of all, this is not a real genetic woman seeing to breastfeed a woman, to breastfeed a child. Not a genetic woman to breastfeed a child. No, you're going to create some type of genetic changes in that person in terms of making some gland, get it by pumping it up with hormones and drugs to produce milk that you claim is healthy for this baby. You see where me forward from? It is not right. It is not right. It is sad. To me, this is child abuse, in my opinion. This is definitely child abuse, in my opinion. Because think about it, in a brethren and sister. You got to have a little child, a little baby, who can't defend themselves, don't know right from wrong at that point. You know? I suck the breast of a transgender, see, who has been pumped up with hormones and drugs to produce milk that is not natural. And you're gonna claim that this milk is comparable to a real mother, to a mother's breast milk. That milk is comparable to a mother's breast milk. You're going to convince me and the world. You can't convince me anyway. And I'm not try to convince. You know, convince some idiot out there, some people who have no ethics and no morals in them. You know, because I don't understand how them allow this to happen. This is child abuse, in my opinion. My opinion, I stated, this is child abuse. I'm being in a take back him talk. See? Highly blessed. Now people, we have to really be careful out there, and we have to be careful of what we get indulged in, what we get drawn into, you know, because you see these evil folks out there, they can be very convincing. They can be very, very, very convincing, and they will convince you that, hey, this is good for you, when naturally this is not good for you, it's bad for you. But based on how they present it to you, you can be so gullible. You can be so convinced that, hey, they're telling me the truth, you know. I mean, these so-called intelligent people have ways of terming their words and putting their structure in their language, you know, and their approach and how to convince people to do negative things and to do things that are bad for them. And we have to be careful of these people, you know, these so-called intelligent people. I call them intelligent fools. That's what I call them, you know, because hear me I say now, people, we have to learn to use our senses, the senses that God gave us, seeing, and them call it common sense. But to me, it's not common at all, because if it was that common, all of us wouldn't have it. So it's not common. It's rare senses that we need to tap into, you know. It's obvious that we have these senses, yes, but people are not using it. So to me, it's not common. In a common sense, I call it, because if it was common sense, no people don't catch on some of these tricks where the Babylon system are trying to trick us with. You see me forward from, you know. Being girls, I tell the man, you know, health is wealth. You know, we have to be careful of what we put in our system, because what you put in is what you get out. And hear me now. You see, I there and I preach this. And you see what nearly happened to me where there. See? What nearly happened to me where there, no, brethren. It's not solely because of what I was eating. It's not solely because of that, you know, or how I was treating my body, you know. You know, it's not solely because of that. You know, my system is naturally built a different way. When I done explain to the item already. See? So my heart is on the right side of my body. Every time I say that, people never believe me. But that's true. My heart is on the right side of my body. See? Over here so. My appendix, if it's on the right, it's on the left. You see where I'm forward from. And some more organs shift up all about inside of me. I was naturally born that way. See me I say? So I am feeling that is one of the reasons why I developed a lesion growing on one of my kidney. You understand? Along with some of the bad habits that I have, I'm not going to put that to the side. Along with some of the bad habits that I had, like smoking. Smoking is very, very dangerous, and smoking is one of the main contributors to the type of cancer cell that they had found on my kidney. The type of cancer cell that was growing on my kidney, smoking is one of the main contributors to that type of cancer cell. So people, no type of smoking is not healthy for the eye of them. No matter how else a man try to justify it, you know. Some are safer. Yes, safer. Let's put it that way. Safer, but not good. No type of smoking is good for you. Some smoking is safer than others. Yes. See? I mean, what I love them herbs. Every man, I love my herbs. Yeah, I love my herbs. Love my herbs, love my herbs, love my herbs. But sadly, I had to stop smoking my herbs. See? That don't mean I have to stop consuming my herb. You know? Because there's different way of consuming your herbs. It's not only by smoking. You see me forward from? I can boil a cup of herb tea and get the same effect. See? In a real life. And feel nice. You know? It's just the habit of having something in your mouth, and you know, it's like a recreation to some people. You get addicted to that recreation of this movement, this, and you have it in your hand and you hold it and you light it again, and that's the part of addiction that becomes dangerous. You get me forward from. But if you consume that herb in different ways, it's not so bad for you. It actually is a medicine. You get me forward if you use it in the right way. You see me I say, I them something I want to come endorse. See, I them something I want to come endorse and educate people on how to use the herb in an effective way, in a clean way, in a healthy way. Instead of I come tell people about transgender woman and producing milk with hormones and all type of drugs, and I try to convince people about them something. But you need to spend time more in educating people about natural things. You understand? Because the herb is a natural thing, you know. The herb is a natural thing. The herb no additive, no go to it. It grow and you pick it and you smoke it. It's only that nowadays you find some people that dibble-dabble in the thing where I tarnish the credibility, and I tarnish the thing, I tarnish the herb. So me I say, but the herb is a natural thing. See? So you see these chemically grown herbs, those are the ones that I must worry about. You know, them herbs, really and truly, no good for the eye of them. See? No good for the eye of them. them type of herb there. Them herb have too much chemicals in them. And I think those type of herbs too are the ones them that are contributing to a lot of these young men who are becoming like sterile and can't breed them woman. In my opinion, let me state that again, in my opinion, you see me I say, it has something to do with that. Some man come in and them a burn too much of them type of herb there, then can't even perform right with them girl again. You see me I say? Yeah, some man are big and pumped and look strong and you know, them appearance look good and girls see them on the road, I'm like, wow, you know, him sexy. Him got the gym and him thick and him muscles them up and everything and something, but when she get a work off of this man, she's disappointed. You see me I say? Because no stamina no did it. You see me I say? The only stamina I'm obviously going to the gym go work out. You see me I say? So, like Bingy say, you know, brethren and sisters, be careful of the things them with the item put in them system. You see me I say? Be careful of the things them with the item gravitate to. You see me I forward from? Yeah. I am 53-year-old, you know. Yeah. And believe me, you know, when me tell you that, you know, I am 53-year-old. And I have never felt this great in my life. I feel so good. Brethren, I feel healthy, I feel strong, I feel energetic. You know, yeah, in a real life, I feel great, you know, especially after I've dropped a certain bad habits that I had, but that was holding me down and keeping me back. After I drop those habits, you'll be surprised, you know. And I want to let them to know one more thing, see, and this is a fact, see. You see, smoking attack the lungs, you know, see. And it will creating a heart disease too, seeing. Drinking attack the liver, seeing. So you see, drinking, to me, in my opinion, drinking is more dangerous than smoking, in my opinion. Because if you smoke for a while and you decide to stop smoking, the lungs will rebuild itself, you know. The lungs will repair itself, yeah. The liver can't do that. Once the liver is damaged, it's gone, it's damaged. You see me I say? So the alcohol is what attacks the liver. And so the item for kind of careful of the high consumption of alcohol. And I not say that for discourage a man from them fun, you know, brethren. But just I say that for educate. You see me I say? Because it's not what you do, you know, it's how you do it. We can do things and still have fun, but do it in moderation. You see me I say, my virgins and sisters, yeah man, just do it in moderation and we can do it and have fun. But yo, yeah man, I am blessed man. Big up there themselves. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in on Bingy channel. Thank you guys very, very much. You know, I really appreciate it. You see me I say, thanks for the subscription, the likes, the share. You know, I'm asking the guys, people, I'm asking everyone out there, go out and like and share and subscribe to my channel. I know a lot of people are watching, but haven't hit that subscription button as yet. Just hit it up for me. So me I say, because you know, I have lots of great content to give the item, you know. Seeing, can't done, can't stop. So me I say. So just hit up the subscription button and keep I motivated so I can continue my work. I'll bless. Big up the man themselves, big up the ladies themselves, all the youths them out there. Bingy say, I'll bless. Seeing anything less is what? Uncivilized. Hopeful.